I'm very, very pleased to be here this morning, extremely pleased, to welcome you officially on behalf of the Nestle Nutrition Institute Africa. As you may know, the Institute has sponsored these CNEs since they started 10 years ago. The Institute itself was actually formed in 2001 and only in our third year launched the CNE in partnership with the University of Pretoria. The CNE program has been the most successful of one of the initiatives of the Institute. And although we have had activities in other regions of South Africa, and we are planning to launch CNEs in other countries, the most continuous and successful CNE program has been in partnership with the University of Pretoria. And so in marking these 10 years, I think we are very proud to applaud the excellent relationship that the Institute has developed with the University of Pretoria. I'm going to explain, maybe describe where do I do this? By way of introduction to those who may not know what the Institute is all about, I'm going to take a few moments, this one here, yeah, to tell you a little bit about the Institute. I need to hide that. I don't need the notes. Okay. So the Institute this is the website. The Institute is one of 26 affiliate institutes of the Nestle Nutrition Institute Global. It is a matter of pride for us to note that it was the first institute to be launched by Nestle in Africa. Other institutes were then launched in America, in Europe, and so on and so on, but we are the first. And so after us, 26 other institutes have been launched. That is the website for the Institute. If you wish to, which I hope you will actually look up and join if you haven't done so. The Institute initially started in East and Southern Africa and has eventually spread to include most of Africa, as you can see, excluding the Arabized part of Africa, which belongs to the Middle East. But as you can see here, we have the Central and West African region, represented by these countries here, the East African region, represented in green, including the islands in the Indian Ocean, and the Southern African region, which is shown there in purple. The vision of the Institute is a future where people across the African continent are living longer and healthier lives. And our mission is, therefore, to provide guidance, education, and support which will help bridge the gap between the science and the practical application of good nutrition across the continent. And this CNE is one of those, therefore, activities. We have certain beliefs, and our credo is that our educational institute, NNIA, is founded on the belief that good nutrition begins before birth. It is nurtured by the knowledge and pure joy of eating good food. And therefore, we seek to support you, healthcare professionals and providers and scientists, as you serve those who wish to make good, sound nutrition choices. We have a certain number of values. Actually, and these are shown here, working in partnerships, such as the partnership with the University of Pretoria, embracing and valuing diversity across the African continent. For indeed, African continent is extremely diverse, culturally, politically, and so on. And our belief that the total is greater than the sum of individual parts, that if we work synergistically, then 2 + 2 is not 4, but greater than 4. Our objectives are listed on this slide. The first objective is to build effective and long-lasting partnerships, such as we have had here with the University of Pretoria, with professional and other relevant organizations, because the Institute on its own cannot achieve the objectives and the mission of the NNIA. Therefore, we need partners. The second objective is to contribute to efforts to put nutrition on the health agendas of governments throughout Africa. Unless governments take this and act upon this, then we are not likely to achieve the objects of the Institute and the ultimate aim or goal of people on the continent living longer and healthier lives. And the third objective is to enable health professionals to be in a better position to impart relevant knowledge about nutrition based on sound science. Let me pause here just to make one point clear, because this is often a point of confusion, that the Nestle Nutrition Institute supports, protects, and promotes breastfeeding. That our institute supports and is committed to the WHO code. There are a lot of misinformed people out there who claim otherwise, but this is what we stand for. And let me also state categorically what we are not as an institute. That we are not involved in the manufacture, marketing, distribution, or promotion of infant formula or breast milk substitutes. As an institute, we are purely scientific, and we aim and strive to have a discourse and a discussion with health professionals which will further the understanding of nutrition and the making of better nutrition choices. These are the current members of the scientific board. As you will see, they come from, you may not be able to read this clearly, but they come from many, many countries across the African continent. But you probably will be able to notice a few faces who may be here today. I think you probably know this young lady here. Or clearly you know that one. And you may have seen that one this morning, if not before. So we are, if you are to look for the Institute, a building that is housing the Institute, you won't find one, because we are a virtual institute. And we are driven by a website, which is shown here. And the website is accessible in 3 languages: English, French, and Portuguese. We have a regular newsletter that is sent to all registered users. And so we have a number of activities that aim to achieve our mission. Through the website, you can access continuing professional development, and I think dietitians in South Africa are probably some of the best users of that. You can access scientific meetings or the results of scientific meetings, publications from scientific meetings, various education materials, proceedings of specialized forums, We have NNIA Scientific Awards information and information on scholarships and sponsorships and how you can obtain them. You can also earn CPD points online and access proceedings of various symposia. The website also provides information on meetings such as the Nestle Nutrition Workshops, which are workshops held once every 2 years or so, and which invite the best minds in the area of nutrition from across the globe, and the proceedings are then published there, and you can access them through our website. Also, we host NNIA scientific meetings annually wherever we meet, and this picture here just shows one of such meetings. There is a wide range of educational materials which are available through our website, printed materials, audio materials, visual materials, electronic materials, and so on and so on. And a number of specialized forums, such as the PGI and iDietitians, forums which you may be familiar with. Every year, the Institute takes the opportunity to recognize and to encourage those within the health professional community who are making outstanding efforts and have had outstanding impact in the field of nutrition. These awards are given in those 5 categories that you can see here. There is a prize for overall nutrition, contribution in the area of nutrition, outstanding contribution, which is given every 5 years. A prize for community nutrition, which is annual. Clinical nutrition, which is annual. Pediatric nutrition, and best annual publication, which is annual. And I'm very glad to say that in this room, Professor Mda is one of the people who won, I believe it was 2 years ago, a prize in the best annual publication in the area of nutrition. These are just some of the recipients who have won prizes in the past. This year, we will be convening in October in Abuja, Nigeria, for this year's scientific meeting, as well as an awards meeting to recognize those across the continent who have done an outstanding job. We provide a large number of scholarships every year. And these scholarships vary from attendance of meetings through acquisition of certificate qualifications, master's degrees, through to PhD degrees. And all you need to do is apply, and if funds are available, the Institute will support you. We encourage applicants to use African institutions so that they can support African institutions. The only condition is that healthcare professionals use these platforms which are available to them to educate themselves, and then to go back to their own countries, to their own institutions, and help those they left behind to improve their knowledge and skills in the area of nutrition. We have many partnerships. This slide does not do justice to them, but it is the only slide which highlights this partnership with the University of Pretoria as we are celebrating 10 years today. So in conclusion, As I welcome you to this 10th CNE, I just want to emphasize that the Nestle Nutrition Institute Africa strives to establish a broad, interactive, educational support platform for healthcare professionals on nutrition issues relevant to the African continent. Thank you very much.